In other news, the latest Altron FinTech Household Resilience Index reveals ongoing financial strain for households in the first quarter of 2025. Now, while there was a modest 2.5% year-on-year improvement, resilience dropped 4.2% from the last quarter of 2024. High interest rates and rising unemployment continue to squeeze disposable income, with real lending rates more than double pre-pandemic levels. Now, economists warn the Reserve Bank's tight monetary policy is holding back growth and job creation. Now, despite a recent rate cut offering some relief, experts say more aggressive easing is needed.
The good news is that unemployment is increasing. There have been some positive developments in the economy. First and foremost, of course, the lower interest rates. If the rate cutting cycle can continue against the background of brilliant price movements for gold and platinum, which are exceptionally good for the South African economy, and the improvements at Durban Harbour. In July, I believe there were 100,000 more containers throughput than a year ago. The further privatization of Transnet, closer cooperation between the Government of National Unity and the private sector, all of these factors we believe could have a beneficial effect. So we're confident that there are improvements in store. But the key to unlocking this country's economic potential is lowering the cost of capital and lowering the cost of credit. And that can be done by the stroke of a pen.